up, fellow Star Wars fans? It is Star Raptor. Welcome back to the channel. I got back safely from New York Comic Con. 3 days of absolute fun. Lots of Star Wars stuff that came out of that convention. But today, I want to talk about Star Wars Resistance Season 2, the premiere. This one's called Into the Unknown. So I actually seen this episode a couple months back at Star Wars Celebration. So this episode is the beginning of the end, really, because there's only 19 episodes in this season of Star Wars Resistance, then it's done. But right now, we are in the territory that is in between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. We pick up right after the events of where we ended up in the Season 1 finale, where the Colossus is now in space. They were not sure where they go, but they end up in this area of space where they're only like 3 parsecs away from Dakar, not knowing that it gets invaded. We're not sure if it's like before that or after that. But anyway, we've basically find out that the ship is been heavily damaged, and that's one of the positives I have of this episode, is that it does go into saying like, okay, what happens after a major offensive? Things go wrong, right? You have gravity malfunctions, you have different things with the lights and the way the doors are working. So I did appreciate them actually going and trying to figure out what's going on, and everything just doesn't magically fix itself after a battle, right? So that's a large point of the perspective from Kaz and who's in the Resistance at this point. Then we also have another story with Tamara Vora, and this is where things are very interesting with her, with Agent Tyranny, Commander Pyre, and they're all trying to, trying to get assimilated into the First Order, basically. And now she has basically stated that, you know, she has no more ties to the Resistance, no more ties to her friends. It doesn't matter. She's going to give the information, and it's going to cause her friends to probably be harmed for her releasing this kind of information. But you do see towards the end where she's, you know, debating in her head. She gets that communication from Kaz saying, hey, look, like, come back and all this stuff. And she's definitely having some inner turmoil, and she puts the helmet on, and that's the cut of the episode, and bam. Really cool stuff there. But the major part of this episode had to do with that First Order BB unit that was still somehow around and causing this episode to feel kind of like a horror story. So it was a cool vibe with the dark corridors, the lights all dimmed, and this thing's going around, taking out CB-23, then, you know, hanging Nico up, and a lot of cool stuff like that. But I really felt like this is where the episode lost it for me, and I feel like they just went way too much on with this whole spinning its wheels with these droids running around in circles, and I feel like that was just way too much time taken up, especially with a season that is only 19 episodes and that's it. Like, I hope we don't see episodes like this too much, if any more at all, because as a season opener, I feel like it was a little bit weak. Definitely weak compared to the series premiere. So this is overall something that I hoped was better for a premiere. Not saying that it can't be remedied in the next episode. So lots of awesome stuff that we've seen in the trailer that I'm really looking forward to. And the humor is great. I think the humor is awesome, especially at the one point where Kaz is floating and they actually have the angle of his face, and you see him getting closer and closer to the wall, and bam, it's coming. It's like, that is the inevitable. It's going to hit the wall, and it sure does. So what did you guys think about this episode? Did you also agree with me how it was spinning its wheels a little bit? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I talk about Star Wars a heck of a lot. We have so much new Star Wars on the horizon. There's so many new books, comics, and whatnot coming out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I did just come back from New York Comic Con, so you can also expect videos related to that event. So that's going to do it for me, Star Raptor. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also included 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Star Raptor.